Good evening and welcome to the tonight's Canonical match of CSGO Season 5. Regular season is going on and we have a match between Relics, Supply Pain Management and Frozen Bites. And here I have my dear commentator partner Eric, and then I have...
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna introduce myself as well. So Erik Urakoitsija Kuronen on the other end.
Great, and then I have both of the team captains for interview here as well.
Hi, hi.
Hey, what's up?
All good. So we all know the drill. So first we have the map veto, and then we're gonna have some really tactical sports questions, like how you're feeling, how is the game plan, and so on and so on. And after that, we're gonna go to the server and see how the game goes tonight. But first of all, let's get into the map veto. Who is going to be starting the map veto today? It seems that it's
I'm starting.
so Frozen Bite, right?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Alright.
And the first ban will be Nuke. So yeah, we're playing best of one game tonight. So the map veto will be ban until there is one map left, which will be then played. So the first one will be Nuke. The second one is Mirage. Any explanations of these bans as of why you banned these?
I mean, none of us can play Nuke, so it's an easy ban.
We are really bad at it.
All right.
I'm happy you banned Mirage because we suck at it. So
Yeah,
So
makes a lot of sense.
so you guys are definitely playing with your own not strengths and not with the enemy strengths. And so the next ban for Frozen Bite will be Train, right? Again, is it something that you don't play, or you feel that your opponent is too strong on?
we have so many complete beginners in the team who have never played the map, and there's lots of trains there. It's complicated, so let's go with something more simple.
You know, you can name them by the chorus or even the numbers if you played 1.6, right?
Yeah, they haven't.
Fair enough.
I believe if you're some of your players are really new, we are probably not going to see Vertigo either.
I'm just waiting. So they
Yeah,
both
I'm just waiting for the ban on Vertigo.
yeah, both the teams are floating Vertigo. Now here is the ban, right? So both Overpass and Vertigo off the record. I understand the Vertigo ban. I guess nobody wants to play it.
I have never played that map, to be honest.
Me neither. I never casted it either.
I mean, we entertained the idea of actually practicing on Vertigo a lot to take other teams by surprise, but then we figured everyone would be banning it anyway, so we'd never get to actually use the practice. So haven't practiced it.
It might actually happen in the playoffs that once you have best of 3 games and you get it's ban pick ban, and then if the enemy team doesn't know that you have actually practiced Vertigo, and then they float it and then you get to pick it. So perhaps if you get to the playoffs, you might surprise somebody.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to put up a Vertigo bootcamp before the playoffs. Anyone who's playing us in the playoffs, if we get there, that's a free tip. We're really good in Vertigo.
All right. So it seems that we are left with Dust 2.
Dust, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, it's a fair game. It's just raw aim and skill, not so much about tactics. I mean, they opened up some skyboxes on the B side recently. Have you practiced any tactics towards the B side with the new open skyboxes?
To be
Not
honest,
really.
we haven't been practicing that much.
So you rely
Good.
on pure aim and skill.
Yeah, we are more like old school 1.6 players, so we trust our aim. Then we have a couple of new players that are really into tactics in CS:GO, so we trust them to come up with some crazy ideas on how to take this.
All right, it seems like a good combination of players then.
Yes, and unfortunately, we had on Relic side we had a last-minute change in the lineup, so our Diego Maradona's lost son Estan had to step back today, but for today we got Jampa, so
No, not Jumpy though.
no, this is Jampa. And if Estan was Diego Maradona's lost son, Jampa is at least Jari Litmanen's lost son, so
Close enough, right?
exactly.
Lots of sons being lost anyway.
Well, hopefully you don't get lost in Dust 2 in the narrow corners. We will do so that me, myself, and Eric, we will take a look at some statistic how you played this season so far, and you guys can go on and hop on the server, and we'll follow shortly, right?
Yeah, we'll
Right.
follow you there. So good luck and have fun, both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right.
All right. It's
let's-
time to switch our channel. as
Yes.
per usual.
That's right, and now we are back here. Jump into the statistic momentarily when I get my stuff in order here on the studio end. Here we go. Now you should be
Yeah,
seeing.
It's our favorite part of time.
Yeah. So it's the season graph on the screen now. We're playing 4th division here, and in this the division I'm trying to look. Yeah, Frozen Bite is second to last. They have played 3 games, won 1 and lost 2 games. They have plus minus 12 rounds on the record, and for when it goes for Relics, supply pain management, they have the same statistics: 3 matches, 1 victory, and 2 losses, and they have only minus 10. So it's only 2 rounds difference between these 2 teams.
Yeah, so seems pretty pretty like that this is going to be a really close match according to the statistics.
Yeah, it seems so, definitely. And I think this match might actually play a big part in terms of who gets to go to playoffs, because these are the teams that have played 3 matches and won only 1. And so far in this division, nobody has lost all 3 games, so it seems to be quite even. And even though Celsa has actually won all 3 maps and has plus 33 round difference, which is quite good. But other than that, there has been a quite even split in terms of victories.
Yeah, it seems so. And like I said, this is a chance for the players to really catch up on the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. There's people saying that they can't hear the captains properly. Can you hear actually Eric's voice properly? Because I can pump up his voice, because I hear him quite well. But if you don't hear him well enough on the stream, then we can do some tricks. So please comment if you can't hear Eric well enough.
Yeah, I can come really close to you and yes.
And yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue with the statistics here. So from the Relic side of things, in terms of ADR, Gige has been the leading force for the Relic side with 106.9 ADR. In terms of AVP kills, Trev has been getting the most of those. So it seems that the big green gun is most likely to be found in Trev's hand tonight.
Yeah, it seems so. Like, and this is usually the part of statistics that we're really interested about. Dedicated AVP player, and it seems that it's truly Trev on Relec's side, and so we'll hopefully see Trev with the green big gun in the game itself, and let's see how he handles it.
I mean,
And from the utility damage, it's quite impressive to see only from 3 games, and Kige also has almost 1,000 damage on it.
oh yeah, that's actually impressive, even compared to the leagues above or the divisions above. That's a good figure. And then if you jump on the Frozen Bite side, they have a slightly bigger roster here, but our favorite ADR again. If we start with that, there is Polki, who has actually 80 ADR over 2 games. Though he has only played 2 games, so not as high as on the Relic side of things. But ADR is, I mean, the longer the season goes, the more it balances itself, and it's hard to tell about the players judging only by 3 games. So
Yeah, I guess so, because usually, like you said, it balances itself during the season, and if you have only 1 or 2 games and you play quite poorly on the first 2 ones, and then the rest of the games goes really well, that can really balance on the ADR part.
true that. And oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Trev has actually gotten 1 ace on the Relic side as well. I was just checking the ace column for Frozen Bite, and there is no aces on the Frozen Bite side. And not even, I mean, compared to Kige's utility damage there, nobody gets even close to that. I don't know if they even have combined that amount. And when it comes to AVP kills, Garafin has only 4. So they haven't really played that much AVP at all.
Or they have and haven't got the kills, but usually when you play AVP, it's quite inevitable to get some kills at least on the AVP. But seems that if the AVP is gonna be dropped to someone, it's gonna be Karonfin.
All right, that's about statistic today. So let's have a look on. Oh, we have one more. The maps. Relax has played 2 times Inferno, lost both, and won 1 day Dust. And on Frozen Bite side, they have also played 2 times Inferno, won 1 and lost 1. And then they have also lost in Mirage. So I guess Relax has a slight upper hand here in Dust 2, as they have already 1 victory this season.
Yeah, and like they in the map ban itself, they had Inferno and the Dust 2 on the last 2 maps, so it was really clear that they're going to play either one of them, and both are experienced in the Inferno. But let's see how Frozen Bite can answer to the Dust 2 part.
Yeah, and now we're gonna do so that we will have a short break, and we'll jump onto the server and see if the players are ready, so we can get the game going. Stay tuned.
Yeah, see you there.
They say success doesn't come easy, and you know they are right. To accomplish great things, you must dream and believe. You can't give up without a fight. You need to see what others can't, push forward when others won't. Drive fast, faster and further, when the shadows of doubt whisper, don't. Success is based on one simple foundation. It is pure, honest, and a must. Without it, you can't feel safe and secure. The key to success is trust. If you think there's more than meets the eye, something bigger for you to achieve, find a crew that you trust completely, and you are truly free to succeed. So here's to those who are dedicated to win, who want to stand out from the herd, to those who have passion in their DNA, to generate more trust into the world. Abloy, for trust.
And we're back. It seems that all the players are on the server, getting ready up. I'm not getting ready up just yet. I'm waiting a few seconds to get everything in order, and then I'll hit ready, and we can continue with the knife round. As this is best of 1, we'll decide who gets to pick sides with the knife round, and then after that everything's as per normal with the pistol round starting, and then so on and so on.
Yeah, let's get everything ready so we have a really smooth casting on the from our point of view and for
Yes.
your pleasure as well.
And also, if there's still problems with the sound, I just slightly increase the voice for Eric and then also for the game sound. So if there is problem with the game sound or our sounds, please comment on the chat and we'll do some adjustment on the fly to have the best possible viewing experience for you guys. So, Eric, are you ready for the game?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just typing in last informations so we can get all the names and so on in order.
All right, that sounds about right. Then I'll just hit ready soon and just waiting for us now. All the players are ready. Should we get on with the game?
Yeah, exactly.
Game now. And here we go. The countdown has started, and now we should have knife round incoming momentarily. Usually we see knife round happening on the long side of A. Believe that will be the case today as well, yeah. As the players are typing in the chat, knife will be on long. So this will now decide who gets to pick the starting side. No, so nothing too exciting going on here. Come on, guys. Let's get it over with. And it's Relax who gets to choose the side. Let's see if they choose to swap to the city side or stay on the terrorist side. Dasto is one of those maps where sometimes teams want to start on terrorist side, even though it's not always so nice. And Frozen Bite is going to play on the terrorist side, and Relax is going to play on the counter-terrorist side, as I suspected they wanted to start on the city side. And now in terms of the buys for the first pistol round, Frozen Bite is going with the armors, and two players actually haven't bought anything for this round. Oh no, the armor is going now. And in the Relax side there is a few flashes, smoke, and 3 H's actually, so this should be good. There will be initial contact on long, and Huoma will take a hefty amount of damage from that HE, and backs off from the long. And then it's pretty standard default setup. Just holding positions, no movement to anywhere yet from either side.
Yeah, it seems that they're playing a little bit slower round, starting from the first round. Let's see if they can push their round from to the sides.
Yeah, no, Frozen Bite is playing their time. I mean, it's reasonable. Yeah, they don't need to. They don't need to rush this. They have a minute to go, and Relax. They seem that they don't want to rush things either. So I think they are going for mid to B split here. Two people are coming from tunnels and one from mid. Mid gets shut down, so there is nothing to be found from there. It's 2 trades on the B side, and actually now third one. It's 2 on 3. Retake 4, Relax, and the bomb is planted just now, and Goofy finds himself alone against 3. And I think it's a bit of a too tall order for him. I would imagine he has the P250, so I guess he could even think about saving that for the next round. I don't know if they're going to force or not.
It seems like he really wants to try this one. He's coming to the door, but he gets shot down by Polky, who actually got a really nice headshot from the window as well.
Yeah, I definitely played pretty well that round. And so Frozen Bite started with a nice pistol round victory on the city side, and I forgot to turn out the announcement to the stream. Thank you for following Mutantti Perse.
Yeah, that's the really nice stuff when you have Finnish names on the chat. It's always a pleasure see some of those nicks on the screen.
Yeah, they're quite innovative. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, exactly. But let's see. Frostbite still stays quite passive on this second round, as it would be pretty normal in this case to just rush the first round. But now, as you can see, Trev is already behind them. He can get a lot of information that they're going to be pushing A.
Yeah.
Yume is going to find himself and a lot of people. He's going to get one headshot from there. Also, Hamster gets shot down by Goofy. Now
So
it's going to be.
it's a 3-on-4 situation. It's only pistols for the Relax side, but they got one frag at least out of this, and there's no two people going from behind. And if they would be fast, they would actually find a person or Karafin reloading the AK, but he gets the reload done and gets two frags for himself, and it's 2-0 for Frostbite, but it was full eco from Relax, so it was quite obvious at this point.
Even if you get one or two guns down, it's quite an efficient second round. But they should have pushed a lot faster when CT was smoked. So I wonder what was going on there.
I don't know, but this seems like a fast B take, rush B, don't stop style. There will be a smoke, but the smoke will do nothing, and it's only one person to defend the side. And Jump doesn't get a single frag, gets some damage on Hamster, but nothing more than that. Now I think they really should wait until they regroup and try to retake together. And actually Trevor had a chance to kill the bomb planter there as well, but didn't get that frag either.
Yeah, Nick's gonna push from window, but he gets traded by Goofy. Relics got a lot of utility still. I wonder if they're gonna still use it. They have two flashbangs now. Just gonna push without any flashes and just rush out. They're gonna get two people there. Garanfin got straight to him. Now it's one versus two. Goofy is on the side, but he's against two with 14 HP, so probably he's gonna get shot down by Kuoma.
It was a good effort
that's
from
third round for Frostbite.
Yeah, it was a good effort from Relax. I think they tried to play the team game there, but they didn't quite execute it well enough with the timings. They had a chance to do it slightly bit better, and perhaps even had a chance to take the round. But this time, Frostbite was a bit stronger with the afterban positions, and now Karafin misses a crucial shot there. But it's again a pistol buy from Relax side, so this should be a.
Yeah, Kike's gonna get one shot to Kuoma now is alone there, but his teammates coming T-spawn to help him out. There's gonna be a 3-person against him, but now Karanfin has the better angle. He's gonna get a good angle on Kike, and now it's two people still in tunnels, but they're now Frostbite's gonna still push back towards long, and now they're gonna probably get a long pretty easily, even though it's still pistols. But
yeah, it's only Goofy there with the USPs to defend that, and Yumu on the short side, but there is nobody yet on short side. I think regardless where they push, I don't think Relax is going to be able to do much with the pistols here. It's Dust 2 with the long ranges, so it's going to be hard. I mean, it's CSGO, anything can happen, but I highly doubt that. And there is Karanfin takes Goofy down with AWP, and they're actually now pushing from the and got the frag. Jump got the frag on Kuoma and gets a free upgrade from there. I think they should consider saving the AK for the next round instead of trying to retake for no reason.
Yeah, because they still doesn't have any armor, and that AK would be really good for the bank, even though they're going to be able to buy this round. But
it's so early game that every dime matters in this stage. So the AK might come handy, or the money that you save with the AK might come handy later on the game.
Yeah, makes much more sense to save the gun.
Absolutely, and now Frostbite is going to be 4-0 lead here after this bomb explosion, and then it's going to be a buy time for Relax, and they really should try to get a round on board and play default round with a really passive round. If I was in the game, I would play a really passive round with the next gun round from Relax.
Yeah, and it seems that there should be depending a lot more on the utility, as seen from the last 4 rounds. They had some flashbangs and smokes, but they didn't really use them. So I wonder if they're gonna use it after this one. Garanfin has got a kill from middle against Trev, and
it was a ballsy pick from Trev on the middle.
and now they already got on the B.
Oh yeah, the B was for free. Free here, and now they're gonna bomb plant as well. The jump is there with AVP, but Polkit takes him off of the server for now. He get actually good trade kills from the Relax side, and now it's only 3 versus 3, and one of the terrorist players is almost on the terrorist spam. So if Relax moves quick here, they actually have a proper chance to get this retake. But now,
Now he's gonna get a weighted kill from Garafin. It's still 1 versus 2, but Garafin got there on time. But like you said, if there would have been just fast push to B side just over the wall and just go in, and then Garafin wouldn't be able to help his teammates. But because Sorelex didn't move in too fast, they got the 5th round for Frozen Bite.
yeah, perhaps the information they didn't relay the information fast enough to the players pushing them on the side, because they really had like good 10 seconds to execute on the side before Karanfin had the chance to come back to the side, but they were that bit too slow, and Karanfin was there to support his teammates, and it was a easy defend for them after all.
Yeah, they probably had a like trust in their teammates that they can really handle B, so he can just stay alone in outside tunnels and just rely on his teammates that they can cover the B themselves, and that paid off.
Yeah, definitely. And now Kwame is pushing on the long end. There is actually one player against them in terms of Gige. Gets some damage in, but he's reloading in a really bad position. His teammate is there to help, but he doesn't quite have the angle. Gets actually 2 frags there, and gets the 3rd one. Not quite the 4th
Almost
one.
the 4th kill as well. Now it's 2 versus 1, and it's let's see if the Relax can find his first round on this half. Trevan Yim is pushing from different sides, and Kwame has to find the plant, right angle for the plant, and
Yeah, I think he got the plan. And Trev doesn't have any idea where he is. Now he spots probably the head of him. And that Molotov will not do anything for him. A nice headshot from Trev. Takes Kwame out, and that's the first round on board for the Relax Supply Pain Management.
yeah, I really like that name.
That was a really important round for Relax in terms of the money and in terms of the game, so that Frozen Bite doesn't get too far ahead with the rounds before Relax gets the chance to come back, really.
Yeah, they still doesn't have the best amount of money, but they still got the round, so they can buy a little bit more in this round, and Trev's gonna get the AVP again in the middle. This time he's gonna not gonna be pushing against Karanfin. He's gonna stay in
No,
the middle.
don't do that.
So he's gonna
He's playing with his life.
He's not gonna come to the scope. No, it's
it
gonna
was
be
close.
one of the passive rounds again.
It seems, yeah, Yumu has pushed quite far on the short side, trying to take a look on the lower dark tunnels, but he's not that far that would see Polki on the tunnels. At the same time, Kiki gets some information from the long doors. Nothing much to report yet. Has a swag on his hand, so probably not the greatest weapon in Dust 2. With the long ranges, and now Yumi decides to push, and now he would get actually a free kill if he pushes now, and probably a double one.
Gonna get 2.
And now he gets a bit greedy and tries to get the 3rd one, and Polgi is there to trade him, but he gets the information on the bomb as well and gets 2 frags, so that's worthy of a trade. But if he would have played it by the book and fallen back, it would be 5-3, and now instead it's 4-3.
Yeah, it's I think he just wanted to take a try there because he had a good flow on the gun, but that did pay off on the third kill.
Yeah, Travis taking a look on the middle at the moment, and he sees one player and has a nice reaction shot on Polki and takes him out. Now it's a 4-2 situation, and there is only one player on the B side actually to defend it.
Yeah,
Travis
he's gonna hear the steps, and now they're gonna be rotating over to B.
and nice.
He's gonna get the first kill, and he's gonna get the second kill as well.
That was nicely done, and now that was also an important round to get the bank down on the Frozen Bite side. There's only one player with over 6k, so they will probably buy this round, but they will have to eco or have a half buy next round if they lose this as well. So it's really important that Relax is able to tie these rounds together here.
Yeah, it's especially in this part of the game where they already have some round difference from Frozen Side's end, so they really need these couple rounds more to just increase their bank to get more into the game.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like Frozen Byte is grouping up to take control of long. There is now a fresh smoke in front of them, so I guess they will bail out or wait until that smoke fades away, and there's only one player to defend off behind that smoke, and that's going to be Goofy. Goofy has gotten a few nice kills from the position, so might be a good defense. But again, it's they are coming with 5 players, so Goofy has to take at least 2 here, and it can't get even the 1. Gets completely
He's gonna
overridden.
get some damage on Polky, but this time they're gonna just overrun him. It's gonna be 5 people against Kige. He's gonna just get the first one. He's gonna probably saw the second one now. Got a good angle on the long, and he's gonna make a lot of damage on the Frozen Byte sides. But Kuoma is gonna get 2 frags from A's side, and now it's 2 versus 2. Even though Kuoma is quite low, he's gonna be shot down from CT spawn by Yumi. Now it's Hamsta against 2. He's gonna probably guess that one of them is CT, but he doesn't probably know where the other one is. They're going to be pushing together, and Hamstad isn't as ready as Jump in this case, and Jump's going to get the kill for Relex.
And now, as we discussed last round, it's equal time for Frozen Byte or semi buy or something, but it cannot be a full buy. So here we see it's a few Mac 10s, 1 AK, 1 Galil, and some decent utility actually, so they can actually do some quick executes. But on this Relex side, they have actually a perfect buy here. They have few AUGs and AWP as well, so it should be good for long range paddles, and obviously Frozen Byte is trying to get close as possible with the Mac 10s and the Desert Eagle.
Gonna rush through the middle doors, but this time Trev and Goofy are ready for this, and they're just gonna get mocked down in the middle from both sides, and now it's gonna get even more. He's trying to get the bomb, but instead he sees 4 CT's players in there, and Kike's gonna finish down Frozen Byte by taking Kuoma. And it's a 4th round already for Relex Supply management.
Yeah, they really got the CT side rolling now, and they have some decent money on Trevor and Yamp already, so they can actually even afford to lose one. And now it's equal time for Frozen Byte, and it's likely to be even game on 5 rounds for each side. And now it seems that we have a fast B execute coming now in terms of Polky, and there is no Molotov to stop them, and now Jump has a grenade in hand and gets obliterated, and now Trev is there to save and gets free kill on the bomb planter. That was probably a mistake. At the same time, Karafin and Nick come from the middle and clean up 2 Bison, so it's 2-on-1 situation actually. Kuoma is trying to probably get the bomb planted here and try to probably get the 1 kill or something. At least the bomb plant would be good in terms of economy.
Yeah, that was really nice pistol kills by Frozen Byte. They got a lot of kills from different sides when Relex wasn't aware that not all of them are on B, so they got killed. They got just mowed down from the side, and that was a really close round actually from Frozen Byte to win. But again, Trev was really aggressive on the B doors, and he got kills, and he just kept pushing and pushing, and he even got the kill against the bomb planter, which was quite a mistake from Frozen Byte's side.
And now it seems that Frozen Byte has realized that they play only 1 on B, and now they are just trying to abuse the fact that there is only 1 player. Play on the B side, but they're getting flashed off. I wonder why they don't buy Molotovs on the B side, because they would have had the money for it, and now they're just suffering from the fact that there is no Molotovs or anything on the B side. And again, B side is free to take, and as we know, B side on Dust 2 is notoriously hard to retake at least when you are on man disadvantage.
Yeah, now they got the flank from Karafin from middle, and now it's 3 versus 4. They don't have that much utility, but I think they really want to try to win this. Now Polky got a kill from Trev against AVP, and they come through the door, but Kige is ready for this. He's gonna try to get the second kill as well, but he gets shot down by Polky. Now it's Goofy against 3. He gets the first one, but doesn't connect to the second one, and Polky makes a huge play there.
Yeah, he did really do that, and now Frozen Byte gets the 6th round, and it was a really important round for them as well to win, because they actually was a 5-round win streak from Relex side before this round, and now it's 5-6, and it's really close game still. But again, they are playing only one player on the B side. I don't like this because Frozenbyte has been abusing the B side for last 3 rounds straight, and now they actually are planning to leave it completely empty. I don't like this.
Yeah, it seems. And also, I wonder why Trev doesn't have the AVP. I wonder if they didn't just pick it up for Trev, even though he's been playing really good with it. Now they're gonna get B pretty easily actually. Now there's only one guy in the corner. He's not gonna shoot the first one. He's gonna wait until the second one gets the first kill and almost gets the second one, but he's gonna not gonna be able to connect. Karanfin gets Stray, and he's gonna also get one people from CT spawn. He's gonna want more kills, and he's just gonna push against the other 2 players.
Yeah. I think the 2 remaining Relax players should really just try to save the weapons for the next round, because again the money situation is not great for them. They will have the second stage loss bonus, so it's not that much money. I don't know if they even can afford to buy. Perhaps they can afford to buy around these 2 rifles if they manage to save both. Perhaps then, but they really need to keep on hold of those rifles.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if Trev waited a little bit too long on the corner, just waiting for kills. But,
yeah, he could have probably gotten 2 kills if he was a bit faster, but I think he just wanted to get all the information and try to line them up, like to get 2 on with 1 spray or something. It was a nice trigger discipline to start with, but it was a bit too much.
Yeah, because the players already got behind the corners, and he was able to just see 1 person anymore on the field, and the rest of them were already behind walls, and he couldn't take the second kill there.
That's
But yeah,
so.
it was a nice try.
It was a nice try, yeah. Relax takes a control of long with 2 men. Frozenbyte doesn't really have that much drive to take the long A in the beginning of rounds. They like to retake it with like 4 or 5 players, and so far they have actually been quite successful. I think wherever they go with the whole 5-player team, they have been quite successful.
Yeah, but they're usually playing really well together. They can come for people at the same time, and usually from Relic side they're gonna get one kill, but the second one is not be able to, because they're really close to each other. Now the peak is not complete, and they're gonna get 1 person down, but Kike is gonna get second person as well. Now they really want to push him, but he gets away with his life, and he's gonna push. Now he's gonna get the 3rd kill as well. Now it's 2 versus 3.
It's 2 versus 3, and it's actually 2 versus 2 as Hamstar gets a kill on Trev on the B side, and B side is completely open now. They just need to rotate the bomb towards B side. Oh, nice shot from Hamstar to get rid of Jump on the middle, and now it's only 1 player from the Relax side, and that's going to be Yumu, and he has no idea that the bomb is going to be. I don't know why he thinks that, because he knows that there was Hamstar on the B, so why would the other player go to A? That would be like 200 EQ moves.
Yeah, because Kike dropped 1 person from outside long who carried the bomb, so I think Yumu was still waiting for the bomb to come eventually to A, even though B was completely clear, so there was really time to rotate.
Yumu has some utility to spare here, and he has a possibility to try for this retake. He doesn't quite spot the player on the lower. Now he spots him. Doesn't hit the shots, and now Nick is there to finish him off from the altar position, and that's going to be 8th round for Frozenbyte. And now that also means that the bank is quite broken for Relax, and they will probably have to take a eco or semi-buy here.
Yeah, Kike made a huge roll on long, but Frozenbyte was still able to come from a 3 versus 4 situation and still come on top.
I really don't like this buy from Relax, because now they are really hamstring for the last round. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens with the auto shotgun, and auto shotgun sometimes surprises you when the moment is right. So let's see if this is the moment or not.
It can also be used as a sniper rifle, because nowadays you can hit like, I don't know, 200 meters away with the auto shotgun. You can be quite accurate with it. But now,
yeah, it's
Frozenbyte
the most annoying weapon in the games. Sometimes miracles can happen, and you can use it as a as an AVP.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you can see Frozen Bite is taking the long control with 5 men again. And now they're trying to gain the control of long A, and they have gotten it. There is already 3 players on top of A at the moment. Goofy is really close and gets the first one. Actually, it's the auto shotgun which gets 2 frags here. And Yume is on top of side. He's trying to fight against Karanfin there, but Karanfin is that bit stronger here and gets the frag. But the bomb is loose actually at the moment, and Goofy actually hears those steps. I should hear them quite well. And now
He's gonna push with the auto shotgun. He's not gonna look at the site. Now he's gonna look at. He's gonna defuse the.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
he's get both guys. He
Yeah.
prevents the plant and gets Kuoma as well.
I
He
don't
was
know.
looking at the wrong direction at the whole time, but
Interesting, because
he
they-
eventually come on top.
they knew that there was one player in CT, so I wonder why both of those players were actually looking towards the short side and why they landed on such an open position. I don't know. I didn't check the time, how much there was time left on if they actually had the chance to check the whole site on CT before planting the bomb. But if they had, they really should have checked the site properly before starting the bomb plant. They would have won the round.
Yeah, because from a Goof side, he could have just pushed with the auto shotgun and finished them off a lot faster, but he still picked up the AK, and so there was a lot more time that Frozen Bite could have just watched CT instead of just watching at the same direction.
Exactly, I 100% agree with you. But it was a nice round from Goofy as well. Nothing away from him. And now we're actually on 15th round already, which is last round of first half. We're still on 5-5 situation. Relax doesn't have that much utility. What they use really well. And Karafin actually is in 39 HP already because of that utility. And so is Kuoma. And Yume tries to push from the short position. It doesn't quite get the job done. And now Trev pushes through this CT smoke and gets 1 frag. But Nicky is there to trade the frag. It's 2 and 3. And a retake again towards the B side.
Like, he can see sneaking outside window, but he's not going to be able to finish him. Probably Goofy knows that where the second player is as well, but he's not looking at there. Is he not getting the info or not?
I don't know if perhaps there was some delay on the information flow. He doesn't really
He's
know
still
that.
there, but he's
Yeah.
he's not looking. He most certainly didn't get the information, or he thought that the player was already on site. But this is the scoreboard of the first half, and it's Karanfin is leading the Frozen Bite sides
Exactly, I know.
with 21 kills, and from Relic side it's Kige, Goofy, Trev, pretty
quite-
much on the same kills as well.
It's quite close in the Relax side, much more closer than on the Frozen Bite side. Karanfin has taken the rest of the team in reppuselkä here.
Yeah, as you would say in Finnish. Relics is going to be a lot faster on the pistol run. They can push the B. There's no one actually prevent them.
Only
Kuoma is-
Kuoma on the
is
window
on
side
window,
doesn't
but-
get anything done there. Tries to prevent the bomb plant, but not so much. It's 5 and 5 retake now. This is doable. Doable if they wait each other and don't push one by one towards the side. The trades are going in favor of Relax here, and it's only Nicky alone against 4 Relax players, and they will finish the job and gets to keep 4 players alive on the Relax side. And that was a really nice pistol round, and it's a good start on their terrorist campaign.
Yeah, they really relied on the aim there from Relic's side. It was really weird to see from a Frozen Bite side that no one was on the B side to prevent the plant or prevent the push. They were just waiting outside B, and because they didn't have any utility, they couldn't stop any of the rushers.
Yeah,
No, Relics is gonna-
I can understand if they play a retake A, but retake B is like next level tactics.
Yeah, without any utility, that was the fun part there. And now Relics has 4 guns still up and running. They're from Frozen Bite's side. They have buyed pretty much everything that they got, and they're looking really good at here when they have 1-man advantage at the moment.
Yeah, that actually was a really nice shot from Nicky G with the Deagle. Got the it's 4 and 5 situation. The weaponry heavily favors Relic still, as there is 2 MP9s, 2 Deagles, and 1 pump action shotgun even on the side of Frozen Bite. So this should be really doable from the Relic side. If they need to move fast because the rotations are quite fast from the Frozen Bite side. That being
Yes.
said, they actually have 48 seconds still to go, so they have enough time to do it, but they just can't afford to lose frags here. Now it's 3 and 2, and actually, but it's a shotgun retake from Hamstad, and that's going to be a painful journey. Kuoma is with him with the MP9. It's quite close actually, and this gun is viable even with the jumping shot. So let's see what he gets to do here. Gets spotted by Giga there, but there's a nice trade. It's 1 and 2 now. It's actually 1 and 1. Kuoma versus Trevor, and Trevor is on top of side. Kuoma has no information where he is, and Trevor has a nice angle and takes a headshot towards Kuoma and gets the 8th round on the board for Relax.
Yeah, it wasn't really that far from the Frozen Bite side to get the round.
No.
They actually had a slightly disadvantage for the upper position with those guns, but they were able to take many kills, and but still Trev did just hold on the perfect angle there and was able to finish off. And Frozen Bite is gonna push middle with a flash, but Trev is there to greet them with an AK, but he got shot down by Karan.
Pro 90. Pro 90.
Jump is there to finish them off with the Pro 90, and now it's Karan Finn against 4 people with a scout. He's
Gets
probably
the
one.
first stack on the cross towards the bomb site, but no frag, so it's on still 1 on 4 situation. I think Karanfin should just try to save this code, but his position is known, and there was already a player going to short to get in behind of him. It's an even game again. It's a 9 on Relax side and 9 on Frozen Bite side, and now this should be a complete eco round from the Frozen Bite side, so we should probably be seeing Relax getting into double digits here and getting in lead of the game.
Yeah, most likely. I think they're just gonna push.
Nice
Watch middle, and he gets a Trev gets a tag on Karanfin. They're gonna push long, but there's 4 people against him. Jump is spraying, but he's not missing. He's not getting to the shots, but Jump is there to help him, and now it's just 2 people again from Frozen Bite's side. Karanfin is ready for Jumu, however, and he gets a nice upgrade on Galil, and that it gets a little bit more chance on them.
Yeah, the only problem is that he doesn't have body armor, so the Iron Punch will be a bitch there. But Nicky G gets a 1 frag. It's 1 and 2 actually now. This is completely doable now if he doesn't spoil his position now. Now his position is known. No.
He can see his gun, but he's not able to finish. Trev is gonna get traded there.
What is Goofy doing?
I don't know. Goofy's watching that. He's 13 HP anymore. He
Nice.
gets the kill though.
Had a better position, but for a moment I thought Goofy didn't have the information. He was watching the wrong way. Just in the nick of time, turns around and kills the CT player there, and now Relax is on 10 rounds. But that was way too close for comfort for Relax side. There was an eco on the Frozen Bite side.
Yeah, exactly. They got to get a nice upgrade on a pistol, but still, it just using pistols they were able to finish 3 people from Frozen Bite, from Relax side.
Yeah, now Frozen Bite, in the same way as Relax did on their CT side, they give up long for free. I'm not a big fan of that, but they just give it up for free. If Relax throws two flashes on over the fence, they just run away. Well, I guess you can play it that way as well. And now Kige trades on the middle, and now it's in 4-on-4 situation. 4-4 usually favors the terrorist side quite heavily because the cities need to split 2-on-2 on sides, and now it's actually 1 on B, 1 on middle, and 2 on A side.
They have 2 smokes, but they're not using them yet. Now they throw 1 smoke, but there's a huge gap that they need to cover now. It's a lot of CT people coming there, and they're going to be able to prevent that moving from the terrorist side. Jump gets nicked though, and they're going to be able to plant the bomb at the moment. Hamstad tried to get the kill from side, but Kik is there to trade him from short.
Kuoma, I don't think Relax has any information of Kuoma's position now, and he has this chance to win this. Jumpy has only 10 HP, but now Kike actually spots him, and Jump is there to finish the job. If he moved a bit faster and didn't get spotted there and got to the A ramp side, and then probably would have had the chance to shoot him on the side and had better chance to win the round. But this time it's Relax again to win round. They have picked actually now 5 rounds in a row on the terrorist side.
Yeah, Relics is waiting a little bit too much, I guess. But they have 2 smokes and everything, and they're still not using them to block out the CT. They're just waiting for a push, and it's never happening because Frozen Bites is really passive. Now they get a couple of kills traded from long, and Bomb is moving slowly towards A.
It's only Polk on top of the side, and now there is a fast rotate from the B. They are already going from the lower downs, and there is only one player on short, and Polk does a great job to take him out, and now they can actually creep up on the short side and perhaps even stop the bomb plant if the Relics players are not ready for this. And Hamster takes a nice shot on Goofy there to even up the numbers, and Polk follows it up, and now it's 1-3. Yume has the bomb, has only 1 smoke left, and 3 CT players advancing. Has a nice first shot, and now has a chance for the third one. For some reason,
get the third.
No, for some reason changes to knife in a mid fight. He would have probably had third kill as well, because he does a decent amount of damage there, but loses like a few milliseconds of shooting time because of that weapon swap.
Yeah, and I think from the interview that you saw in the first place, they were saying that some of their players were old CS 1.6 players, so I can really relate to that knife changing all the time. So it's something that old school players they do a lot.
Yeah.
But now again, a nice push from Relic's side on the B side. Again, there's no one.
It's a free weapon, and Trev even has a armor to back it off. So this is now suddenly becomes really doable. They don't have that much utility on the Frozen Bite side either. Polky gets brave and pushes on the side and gets a nice frag with the HE. And now it's 4-on-4, but there is 2 players really low on the Frozen Bite side. There are 3 players trying to get in from the window, which is probably not ideal. And Goofy and Kigeard are trying to trade the frags, and Hamster comes from the tunnels and gets 1 frag, but that's not quite enough. And Relax gets a nice round on the board with a simple pistol rush on the B side.
Yeah, again, it was a weird run from Frozen Bite side when they had at least 2 flashes and 2 smokes left on the bank, but they didn't use any of them. They just went from the doors and windows, tried to really rely on the aim. But I think those flashes could have changed the outcome of that round a lot from Frozen Bite side.
Absolutely.
Now it's again a big push from Relic's side on the long, 5 people pushing against 2 Frozen Bite side. They're gonna get 2 people down and probably gonna push a lot faster now on the A. Only 1 guy.
It seems so. And again, they completely backed off once there was a first flash over from the long, and this is now the result. They get the A side essentially for free. Well, obviously they have to take true frags, but the position that Frozen Bite was fighting from were not really great. So it was a clear advantage for the Relax side on that attack. I think Frozen Bite really should contest the long more to get because if they would get the long map control, after that Relax would have to rely on something else than the long, because they have gotten that for free now, like for all the rounds that they have tried it.
Yeah, exactly. And usually when they push long, they stick there a lot of time. They just wait for the people to push from Frozen Bite side, and they usually get the kills. So now it's gonna Walmart's gonna get a couple of kills. It's gonna take some bank out of Relic's side, and they have to buy new guns, even though the money is pretty good on Relic's side, as they have taken 2 rounds in a row now.
Yeah, definitely so, and they have bank to buy, even though if they lose this one, it seems so. And now I don't know. Yeah, they are now trying again. They go fast A, fast B, fast A, fast B. Now it's time for fast B. Let's see. Nikki doesn't actually even have any Molotovs or anything. It's just 1 smoke, and I think now they're trying to wait that out. Karanfin has actually pushed short aggressively, and this might transfer into a frag momentarily if he.
Yeah, he sees that the people are going middle doors. Even though Jump gets a kill, now it's gonna get some kills traded in middle.
Nice.
I thought the Hamsat was killing the people, but Nick G comes from B and gets 2 nice kills on B short. And I guess also Yumi from behind, and it's 3 people against 1. He gets on the side. He's trying to get Nick G on the window, but Nick G is faster in this case, and he gets the 11th round for Frozen Bites pretty much alone there.
It was a really good effort from him, and now they threw the smoke on the P tunnels, and Relax choose not to push through the smoke. And again, there was only one player on B side, but they respected the smoke and they lost the round. And now let's see if they get. Now actually, Frozenbite is not contesting the long whatsoever. They're pushing short with 2 men, but I think that might be a bit too late. And now they should actually rotate to A, but they decide to go from the long, try to get behind. But they need to be really fast with this move, because otherwise all the tourist players are already on top of side, and the long push becomes useless.
Yeah, now they just got completely the side again for free. Even though it's 4 versus 4, they have to really contest short or long. They get one person. Nice transfer on short side, but he's gonna get traded by Koma. Now Koma gets a better angle, and Nick Cheese is there to finish him from short. Now it's the 12th round from Frozen Bite, and a really important round in this case.
Yeah, and I think Karanfin had a really important one kill coming out of long, because he took care of the long player who had potential to have a crossfire to the cross from CT. And that pretty much netted them the win, even though it was only one kill, but was really important. And now Relax is buying everything that they get out of bank, and have a scrappy buy for the 26th round on their terrorist side, and it seems that they are going for fast B execute. And now there is 2 players, and now there is a Molotov, and let's see if they actually go through that Molotov.
Yeah, they're gonna go through and take a lot of damage there. Kuoma is gonna get 1 person. They drop down the bomb, and all the Frozen Bite team is gonna be switching from A side to B, and they're gonna get traded 1 more person from Goofy. Now it's 3 versus 3. They're just waiting.
That was a brave jump. Why did you jump before the smoke? But Jimmy gets Hamstar now, and now it's 2-on-2 at the same time. Polgi is coming from the dark position, and Karanfin is from the window, and it's only jump with the bomb. And now I think no, they didn't actually push. And now Jump should
probably
do.
did hear where the bomb plants was going on, because he was pre-firing a different, and now there's gonna push him from both sides. Jump is trying to get the person, but Karanfin gets him from window side.
I think Jump should really have. She probably would have had the best chance winning that round if he pushed out of the long and tried to get the frag, let's say, out of the door and get Karanfin first, and then play mind games with Polki. But now he decides to stick in a position where he has to face up both of these CT players at the same time, and got into middle of crossfire there.
Yeah, exactly. He should have just tried to isolate the players and make it as 1 versus 1 situations, and then try to gamble from one side. But instead, he was just waiting for them to push, and they got him a 2 versus 1 situation. It was impossible to hold.
Exactly.
Two sides at the same time.
It's 27th round. It's 13-13. It's really even game now. It should be a nice finish for this game here. And this round actually has a huge impact on the game in terms of the economy. Who gets to go for the next round with the proper buy, and who has to go with eco, because if Relax loses this, they are definitely on an eco, and Frozen Bite doesn't have that much money either. They would probably be able to scrap together some kind of a buy for next round if they lose, but it's not gonna be pretty either way.
Yeah, they're trying to push from short, but there's Frozen Bite's defense against them. Again, Relax is taking the long side, and they're gonna be a little bit isolated. Even though Karanfin is gonna get 2 nice kills from long, they drop down the bomb. They're gonna be Frozen Bite side, gonna push and hold just the bomb, and now they're gonna be pushing a little bit more to the long. I don't know if they actually shot the bomb.
Now they must have saw the bomb. I don't know if it's on a bit side of it, but that was a barricade of utility towards short, where they spotted 3 of the remaining Relax players, and now it's only 2 versus 5 with UMP and AK, and the bomb is completely surrounded by Frozen Bite players, and they really should save these 2 IKs, because they literally don't have any money, and you can actually do some hero plays with an AK if you get to save that.
Yeah, there's Frozen Bite's defense is really close. He doesn't see he's gonna be able to transfer the fire to the Karanfin side. They're gonna be definitely saving these guns, but that was a nice run from Karanfin, able to defend against 2 people from long, and he was able to drop the bomb, and that pretty much solved the round for Frozen Bite.
Exactly, and I think with 1 flash probably they could have taken the control and probably taken away Karanfin, and if they had a smoke to the cross, Karanfin would have had to move position to somewhere else, and therefore the A would have been possibility for Relax, but Karanfin stood his ground and took 2 nice frags there, and now we can see Relax is on an eco, and Frozenbite is already on 14, so if Frozenbite wins this round, it means that Relax will play backs against the wall for the remaining of the game, and then fight for overtime.
Yeah, exactly. This is a really important round for Relax to win. Kiki gets a nice headshot on Karanfin on the short side, and his Karanfin actually their top player, so that was a really important kill to get.
And it would be a free weapon as well if they can cross towards the short end. And now Trev is there to slowly picks the corner, but Hamstad is faster, and Trev re-picks it and rips off the Hamstad's head, and now they actually can get two guns away from the Frozenbite. It's 5-on-3. It's still 3 Desert Eagles on the side of Relax.
And now they updated one gun. He dropped down into the lower tunnel, and they're pushing B, but there's one person only behind the platform. He's pushing slowly. He sees 2 people. He's gonna get a lot of information. The Frozenbite side. He's still undetected. I'm not sure when he's gonna pull the trigger. He's gonna be waiting and waiting. Now he sees one person, gets the second one. Really important kills there. 1 versus 3 situation from Polki's side. He's gonna be pushing.
Has a flash and a smoke, goes for the window side there, and tries to take the person in the corner, but Jump is there to defend his teammate and takes that frag, and that was really important round for Relax, and it's 14-14 now. Frozenbite definitely has the money to buy for this round, and so obviously does Relax because they won the round, but it's really going to be a really tight finish here.
Yeah, those deagle shots made a huge difference on middle and from to the short.
Exactly.
And they were able to secure those guns and then push the B, even though of a really good effort from Kuoma's side.
And now it's a bit of a standoff there. Some of the Relax players really look like they want to go towards B again, but it's just Kike holding off on the upper tunnels. Hamza on the mid, contested by Jump again. It's a bit of a damage exchange there, and Hamza has the short end of the stick there. But otherwise, Frozenbite is really passive on the defense. There's 2 players on the middle, 2 players on the A, and one player in middle, and now they have a mid to be executed. It seems so. Yumi is leading the way towards the PC.
Hamza's gonna get shot from behind. Gige is trying to get the people on side, and now he gets traded by Goofy, and then now it's 2 versus 4 situation. Looks really nice from Relax side. They got a really nice CT smoke there and was able to isolate those two people from Frozenbite side to the B part of the map, and
exactly, it was really good effort. And now Polk is against 4 players there, and it's inevitable that the Relax will move the 15 round, and now it actually will be Frozenbite playing with their backs against the wall for the next round, which is the last round, and they're fighting for overtime. So it's either 15-15 or 16-14 for Relax, and well, from our point of view, we would like to see an overtime, of course. So what do you think?
Yeah, I agree totally, because these 2 from the season graph, we saw that they both had same amount of wins and same amount of lost games. So I would really like to see an overtime here to settle once and for all who's gonna be the one gathering more points to probably be in the playoffs.
Exactly, and it was only 2 round different as well. And I think Frozenbite was there slightly bit better, but now it seems that the Relax is going to march towards the victory here. They have a group on the long side of the map, and they have taken it with 4 players, and now Frozenbite is pushing on short, but there is Goofy to welcome him. Polky takes his head off though. At the same time, Jump takes Hamza.
Yeah. Now if they push faster, he's gonna get the bomb in time, but no, they're not gonna get the bomb. The Trev is there right on time to fix the kills. If they just got the bomb, they would have had the round. But it's Relax who wins the game. 16-14.
16-14. That was a intense best of 1 between Relax Supply Pain Management and Frozen Byte on Dust 2 here. It was a best of one, so this game goes to the Relics this time. And if you take a look on the leaderboards here, on the winning side, it's Kige with 28 frags, followed by Jump, Trev, and Yumu, and actually Gufik. They're quite close to each other all. And on the Frozen Byte side, it's Karanfin leading the forces with 30 frags, and then Polki Kuoma with 21 frags, and Nikki G and Hamstad having their part in the play as well.
Yeah, it was a really nice game from Relics side. They were able to get a lot of rounds. Then they got some rounds lost against Frozen Byte, who was able to come back a little bit. It looked like Frozen Byte was really going to take this to the 16 rounds, but then Relics was able to transfer that momentum on their behalf, and they were able to take the last remaining 3 rounds that they needed for the win. That was really nice to see that they were able to take the long every single round like that, and Frozen Byte had nothing to do with it. That they just took the long and they stayed there. They did whatever they wanted, and then they wanted to make an execute, and then they executed play towards A, and they succeeded on it.
Yeah, I think both teams going forward in this series, they probably should have a plan how to defend the long takes, or if not defending the initial push, then how to retake the long position, because in Dust 2, long position is crucial, because you will have the long way, and you can all see on top of the A side, and that is really crucial first, because you can just leave one player on pit, and that player can pretty much hold or lock down the whole long. That also includes the cross from CT in case if there would be a teammate pushing from short and so on.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see from Frozen Byte's side as well. When they were holding the A side, they were usually when they didn't hold long, they had nobody on the near car area or on the A side. The person usually came from a CT spawn, so it was either a person that rotated from middle, or they were boosting, or they were late for something, and then Relics was already pushing from long, and the CT player usually got traded from behind or from long already when he was going back to A side. So
Yeah.
that was really interesting to see that they didn't hold long, or they were not ready for long push at all. They should have at least flashed it or something and try to probably hold the long push a little bit more longer than that.
Yeah, definitely so. But nevertheless, it was an interesting game to watch and to cast as well. It was actually the first time for Eric to cast in English, so I think you did really splendid job there. I had actually casted one match in English before. It was the match between CGI Finland and Sweden. It was a nice experience, and we can definitely do this more often if there's teams that have more international viewer base. So just hit us up if you need an English cast.
Yeah, most likely I said some words that didn't really mean what I was meant to say, but nevertheless, I think I succeeded really well on the first cast that I had in English. Not a rally English like I was meant to do, but pretty standard way.
It is actually quite hard to speak proper rally English if you. I mean, you need to think about when you speak rally English.
Yeah. If you're like you can speak really well when you're trying to normally speak English, and then you switch on to rally English. It takes a lot more concentration when you already know how to pronounce all the words and so on, and you have a certain way of talking, and then you try to switch that mindset into rally English. It's a lot more harder than it seems.
Yeah, exactly. But on the other hand, casting CS:GO in English is not that hard from the point of view that all the common positions you usually call them in English anyway. There is just few positions where we have this Finnish name for the positions, but normally they are all in English, so it comes naturally.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, we were hoping for a close match between Frozen Byte and Relics. Relex, and we saw that one. It was 16-14, so that was a little bit expected that this game would be not so easily won by either side, but it was meant to be as close as possible, as we saw from the statistics as well. And we got a nice show for tonight.
Definitely so, and it was a pleasure to cast as well. I was just checking if there was any games that would start in 5 minutes that we would actually continue the cast probably in Finnish though. But let's have a look if there's anything here interesting to be casted. And by the way, on the viewer side, if you want to see what games are going on in Kanaliga Season 5, CSGO Season 5 at the moment, you can head to kalenteri.kanaliga.fi and you can see all the games that are being planned and are being played day by day, and you can also see all the ones that are highlighted by a red circle. They are having a cast as well, probably in Finnish though, but stream nevertheless. And you can just click from the icon and get the stream for you. I can actually show my screen probably somehow here if I tweak my settings a bit.
I think we can also cast maybe in the Swedish as well, but that requires a lot more beer than I currently have in my fridge.
Definitely so. It probably would be a combination between Finnish, English, and Swedish.
Yeah, and some like lent words from some other languages as well, probably Russian words.
Rashby.
Not the nicest ones though.
No, not the nicest ones, probably. All right. So where is my actually? Oh, here we go.
So what are you currently looking at your screen?
Yeah, I'm just looking, showing the calendar for the games. And now, as we have 173 teams in the CSGO Season 5, which is amazing amount of teams, there's also a ton of games for every week. I think three like Masters, Challenger, Division 2, and 3 actually play 2 games per week. So there is more than 200 games per week, I imagine. So for example, for today, there is still games to be had, but there is no stream for them as we see. This is the calendar, and as you can see, the red outlining on the boxes means that there is a cast, and you can just click from the icon and you can get directly to the cast.
Yeah, and many of the games are casted, which is really nice to see that we are not the only casters here. There's a lot more casters in these games, and it's nice to see that the other people as well have taken the opportunity and the interest in casting, as it's a pleasure to hear someone else's voice as well when you're looking at the casting rather than just hearing yourself over and over again.
And yeah, I think it really adds to the game. I would be a bit boring to just watch a game, but now if there is somebody casting the game, it becomes much more entertaining. At least for me. So, and if there's people in the audience as well thinking about casting the games, go ahead. And if there is English audience, and so we actually don't have any one who would be native English speaker, I think, who's casting at the moment. So there is definitely a room for one native English speaker who would cast the games as well.
Yeah, a lot appreciated as well. It's like from our side, it's English that is not probably as smooth as possible as you can first hear in the pro castings, but I think it gets a lot better like every time you cast, and like just hour per hour, and you get a lot better at it when you're just used to speaking English as a casting language, not as a normal like a business way of speaking.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference speaking English at work and trying to cast in English. But it was a nice experience, and we can definitely do this again if needed.
Yeah, definitely. From myself as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was it for tonight. There might be upcoming some games. I don't know, Eric. What are you planning to do tonight? Are you going to play some online games too?
I was hoping to play some CS tonight,
Some CS tonight.
or some games, or some Warzone.
Yeah, I was hoping to play some
Not
Warzone.
sure, not sure which one yet, but probably after a small technical break, I'm gonna try my luck in one of those games.
I think I'll do the same. I will quickly restart the stream with the 0 delay, so I can actually interact with you guys. If somebody wants to stick and watch us play either CS or Warzone or whatever, feel free to do so, and feel free to hit the follow button on the stream as well, so you can get all the information when we are live casting games. We probably mostly do it in Finnish, but if requested, we can do it also in English. But that way,
Yeah.
you will get an announcement when we go live, and you can check what we are doing.
Yeah, and if you want to see a casting in Swedish, you also have to donate some beer cases. And
Yeah.
I mean really cases, not just one bottle, because that's not going to be enough to to have my casting tongue out of my mouth.
And you can also subscribe to our channel if you really enjoy our casting, our streams, and I think it's a really good opportunity to be the first ever to subscribe to our channel. But yeah, I will have a quick restart on the stream with 0 delay, and then we'll play some games. Not sure which one yet, but feel free to stick around for the next stream. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.